Chyna Big Show. Hey! Hey! We don't need no music. We got that. That be cracking me up.
Hey y'all, we live. I'm India and I'm your host for today. Chyna is not with us this good evening. Yeah. But we do have Tony Spoon Stewart with his crazy behind.
Already know it.
And a few other guests. We also have Shadonna Stubbs and Darnell Perkins. Can you please introduce yourselves also, because I don't have two names over here.
Sure. I'm Keisha Agnew, and I'm from Mary Center HIV Services Department.
Okay.
I am Deandra Randolph, and I'm also from Mary Center HIV Services Department.
And my name is Aram Thurman, and I'm also with Mary Center in their HIV Services Department.
Okay.
There you have
Got
it.
they invited me on the HIV show. I love it.
It's okay. We're going to talk
Now
sex
we got some
too.
good stuff. I'm
for
gonna
you.
tell
Okay,
y'all
what
about
you
some good
playing?
stuff. With our topics off for today, this one right here, this gonna be a good show. Today's topics are a thin line between love and hate. Men, women, is it cool to? I feel like this is not just yes, it is a topic. Men, women, is it cool for an ex-friend you no longer are friends with to date someone you dated in the past? Now, are you considered a freak because you enjoy spontaneous quickies as well as bedroom
So,
sex?
hold on. Is that question that's a one-sided question?
It is.
That's that one-sided because it's like y'all.
That's not the right
just
one.
we just being the dude. Y'all got that community, service y'all doing, and
I'm gonna give y'all the right one because that's the one from last week. So
Yeah.
let me back that on that. Oh, y'all was ready
No,
for that
no,
one.
no.
huh?
I mean, I could definitely touch on it.
We did that one last week, but this one is good too, the one
It's
for
about-
today.
But I'm
How
How
often do you go to the doctor?
and then it's
And
like,
do you think about the
the
consequences when having unprotected sex? And how long do you date a person before having
More out talk.
unprotected sex?
That's
I
Right.
want the
Sex is
HIV
my
proof.
topic.
Shit.
I'ma give y'all
We
the
ain't
phone
sick
number.
though. We trying to give information.
I'm gonna give y'all the phone number to call in 240-389-3397. One more time. 240-389.
With the enthusiasm. How that tongue hit the teeth like that. Yeah.
Stop it. Call us, y'all. So let's get this thing started.
Let's get it started.
I'm gonna let y'all start since y'all from the HIV clinic. Tell us a little more about the clinic first,
Okay.
and then we could go into our topic.
Okay, so I guess I'll kick it off. This is Deandra, or some may say just Miss D for short.
Did you want this?
HIV services with Mary Center is basically a department. Well, let me back it up. Mary Center is a community health center that provide services of primary care, pediatric care, women's care, dental, behavioral health, mental health, nutrition. It's like an all wraparound service community health center that's located in DC. We have one off Georgia Avenue, Petworth. We have one near Adams Morgan, which is Ontario, Fort Totten. We're in Adelphi with PG County, and we are in Silver Spring with Montgomery County. So we are just scattered all around except in Virginia, but we service Virginia all the way up until West Virginia. Now, a briefing on our department with HIV services, we basically provide a lot of education on sexual health, prevention coordination. With Aram and Keisha, they have outreach, and myself, I am their HIV care coordinator. So anything dealing with sex, sexually transmitted infections, PrEP, HIV care, that's what we're doing.
That's what we're here for.
I
What do
know.
you? So how often do you think men and women should go to the doctor?
That's well.
And speaking in terms of, well, this would be in terms of overall. Overall.
Well, you should go to the doctor at least once a year for annual checkups anyway. But for those who are sexually active, and we know what we're doing and what we're not doing. So just kind of paying attention to your body. Definitely get checked out at least 3 months. Every 3 months.
is what I recommend.
Yeah, but that's what we recommend.
Especially when I go every 6 months to
Okay.
the gynecologist.
Uh-huh.
Because I got to make sure that thing's right.
Yes.
Hello, say it again.
Hello, Kitty.
Oh, hello, Kitty.
Meow.
I'm a mental coach.
Ooh,
so I
she
do
got
go
the little
every 6
round with her little kid. She got it. Hey, boo.
She did. Yeah, so my thing would be every 6 months to the gynecologist. And I
Yeah.
feel like when the seasons change, your body changes as well. When we get older, you know, gotta.
Absolutely. We have to be in tune with it.
But the thing, like, with HIV testing, if no one knows, if you ever go to, like, events and there's, like, that rapid test, if they prick your finger or even swab your mouth, that's only within a 3-month window period. So some people think if I go once or this how many times, I'm good, or this would give me results from yesterday. No, only within the last 3 months. So
Because of the incubation period.
there you go.
Right.
So you have to be very cautious with that. And we do the test with your finger, so it's called an Insti test. You get results in 60 seconds, and that's with the prick of blood. I'm not a super fan of Oral Quick. Should I say that? Is that bad?
That's your opinion.
That's my opinion. So I'm not a big fan of the Oral Quick one because everyone don't do it right. Some people just go here. I don't know no one that has sex with their mouth and they're only doing it up on the upper lip.
Right, yeah,
Yeah,
part of
back
buckle
right
area.
there.
But hold on, time
Wait a
out,
minute.
time out. Let's talk about that. No, sometimes it be in the back of their throat, but some got that mean game where they keep it right here and rub it on their gums. I don't know what it. But anyway, it's not
Oh,
about
my God.
Look, I don't discriminate.
That's right. Because she need love
Tony is
too.
the
Right.
queen. Oh my God.
Them gums feel special.
Do they now?
Them gums feel special.
I heard
When
gums
they got
make
the
you
gap
gum.
and they got that little piece right there.
Gums
You rub
make
it
you
like
gum.
they got a little gum clit or something. You just
A gum
Ah,
Yeah, you-
stop
I ain't never
it.
heard of
tickle
a
that
gum
joke
clit.
like you. But anyway, don't worry about me. Don't worry about what I like.
What do you say? So Ram always say, don't yuck my yum. So we
yuck
ain't
my
gonna
yum.
yuck your yum. If you like the gum clit, hey.
Hey, I stay say, hey,
Hey.
hey, I like it.
Don't yuck my yum.
But yeah, so it's two types of the rapid HIV testing. Oral Quick is a 20-minute result test. If anybody swab you, it would take 20 minutes to get the result. Insti, it would be 60 seconds. If you want thorough results, I want to know what I did last week. I want to know what I did 4 days ago. Go to your doctor, get a thorough blood draw, and
get
ask
the
for a
blood draw.
4th gen test. They
Okay.
can give you a much clearer result quicker.
So what you saying sound like to me, right? You saying, okay, you get the 60-second joint, that's the instant joint, like, boom.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want the thorough joint, go to your doctor.
Right. And that's saying that the 60 seconds isn't
Yeah,
thorough.
I mean,
Okay,
it's
that's
still-
what it
it's
sounded
still
like to me. Like, okay, we
99%
can give it to you
effective.
right now because we might be right or we might be wrong. Because just
Right.
imagine if you get that news in 60 seconds, you was thinking about your life, about to go to the mall or something, and you like, damn, I'm sick. I'm gonna drive my car, boom, and you crash and shit. Because that's a lot to put on somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's
Right.
just a 3-month window period. So
Okay.
if you want something that give you from your activity that was like within 4 days
Mhm.
to 21 days,
Mhm.
I'm thinking, don't quote me on 21, but I know it's 4 days, maybe 15 days. Sooner than
It's a
3
sight.
months, then I would suggest doing a 4th gen blood test, and that way they can let you know from that period. Even if the test come back and it shows a reactive test,
Okay.
hint, I didn't say positive. We
Right.
don't never give anybody a positive result. We give them reactive.
Reactive.
Because we want to know how far back, what's the time frame. So we're going to say, go to the doctor or come see us, and we're going to do everything else across the board. This is just
Okay.
letting us know, okay, something reactive according to your antibodies is going on, showing some signs of something with the HIV.
Okay.
That's it. And that doesn't, and no instant test tell you have AIDS either.
No, because it's a process.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
And some people say, "Oh, well, do I have AIDS?" No.
It's a process.
No.
It is definitely a process.
It's a process.
Mhm.
Your viral loads have to be at a certain number,
Mhm.
and it has to be something over time. You're not therapeutically taking care of yourself. You're not taking on your medications when you're supposed to take it. Again, it's a process before it develops into AIDS.
Can you tell our listeners, like a lot of the myths about AIDS and HIV? That
They said like black people started saying some dudes had like slept with a green monkey or some bullshit.
Oh my God.
Y'all ain't never hear that?
I never heard that one, Swell.
You never heard that?
No, I never heard that.
Google it.
The
They
green
said
monkey
that.
of Haiti was what it was. It was the green monkey
They
of
said
Haiti.
something
that's
about a
supposed-
green monkey, and I was
Uh-huh.
like, well, I don't got no, because and when I saw the bestiality movies, I never saw a black person in them. Right? I always saw a white person. So I'm like, a dude might hit a girl look like a green monkey.
Oh
but he's not gonna hit her actually. She might look like a monkey in a green body dress. He might have too many Hennessy's and he gonna try that.
I cannot.
I want to see him going to no zoo like, oh, God damn, that monkey
my God.
I'm trying to get some of that
I want to hear that mix. I want to hear that mix. Not today. You've been waiting for this. I'm telling you, you've been waiting to come over here and cut out.
Sunday evening.
Oh my
God. Besides the green monkey,
guys, give us some
When
minutes.
I was a kid, I heard it was something about the green monkey of hate. And the movie Outbreak came out with Dustin Hoffman.
I remember Outbreak.
Monkey,
I told you I'm not playing no games. I'm telling you.
Your story is legit.
So to answer the question,
that monkey's sick because I see that green red is mouth. Banana stuff.
So to answer the question, the one thing that we want to get away from, the one thing is, if you contracted HIV,
right,
it's a death sentence.
Right.
That's no. People are living long, healthy lives. I have patients who are 80 years old who've had HIV. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mom and them got that.
Yes.
We're gonna touch on that too. About the elderly.
About the senior.
Yeah.
Oh, I know about that. The men. Especially the men.
Yeah.
I used to work in the health field. Oh my God. They come to like every week. I was like, what is he doing? Why are you not using protection? But the older guys used to come in there like every week with an STD or something. The same person.
That's that first of the month special.
And I'm like, what the hell?
The first of the month
I call it
special.
the first of the month special. Them baby girls come up in them nursing homes. Want to take us a little.
Can I ask y'all something?
Then take their money and
Do people still be getting gonorrhea? Because I ain't heard gonorrhea in a minute.
We got some numbers at y'all today.
I ain't never known.
They get it in there.
We're gonna throw you some numbers today. Yeah.
Gonorrhea in the mouth now.
But back in the day, gonorrhea was in the mouth.
Yeah, but the reason why I say that now, so we also educate at Bowie State.
Yes.
Okay.
We go there twice a month and also in between special events that they have.
Right.
You'd be surprised how many of these students don't even know about oral STIs.
Wow.
They come to us.
STI, sexually transmitted
infection. So they're getting gonorrhea and chlamydia in the throat. Some of them are having more anal sex. The girls, they're doing more anal sex because they won't get pregnant. So it's a thing. Go
ahead again.
And it's not just that. Don't get me wrong. It's not. I'm not speaking on Bowie overall. I'm speaking of a lot of youth that I have had encounters with. They are definitely having, college students are having anal sex. Women, young women, so they won't get pregnant. And I have never, but it's happening.
That's not
that is the. I gotta formulate my sentence correctly.
Come on,
I'm
look at them.
I'm good with the anal sex part. However, you mean to tell me that you don't want to do it the regular way? You prefer to do it in your booty other than in your cootie because you don't want to get pregnant? All they got to do is watch their ovulation window and just make sure it's regular.
They don't, but they
They're
don't.
not educated on that either.
They don't have a clue. They don't have a clue. They
just out here just doing it.
My thing is, you don't need to be doing anything until you get educated.
That part.
If you're uneducated, then try to be with someone who is a little bit educated.
A little bit of
educated.
So that's what we
not a lot of bitches.
A little bit.
No, some better. A little bit. I like that.
No. Now, give us these numbers, though.
Yes.
So
I'm nervous.
Well, yeah, one of the things that I was excited to come to talk to you guys about, because I know your audience are African American women, predominantly in D.C. So just doing the research, and these are just D.C. numbers. So for every white woman, Caucasian woman that you see that has HIV, that translates to 4 African American women.
Woo!
And this is in D.C. So yeah, so we're looking. So if you are,
about to slap you.
But these are positive. So if you look at the positive ratio, is so disproportionate. So one of the things that I do with Keisha and Dee is I ask, black women, why are we not protecting ourselves? Because we're at epidemic rates right now, especially once there's a pill. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with PrEP. That's one of the things that we were talking about. It's a pill that you could take once a day.
Yeah, and it kind of reduces your chances.
It protects you from getting HIV.
But what are
So
the side effects?
That's why they getting sick because of that. Because you're making it easy
I
for
just
them.
said what are the
You
side effects?
get them little pills and stuff. They like, I don't gotta wear no condom, or if I just take this little Skittle.
Well, here's the
what's the
thing:
skin?
they're not taking the pill, so they're getting HIV. So yeah, what I tell people is, it's not going to protect you from an STI, right? But it will protect you from a life-altering disease, right? So if you take this pill,
You gonna take it?
But if you take this pill, and one of the things that I always talk to the young ladies about is, if I ask you about PrEP and you go, I don't know about it, that's fine. But back to the education thing, give me a reason why.
Right.
Tell me, why I don't want to take this pill. Because the numbers are killing us. When I'm having conversations with people that look like me, it is killing us. So it's like, what can we do to stop this disease from reaching epidemic? It is already at epidemic proportions with us. So how can we, I hate to say even the playing field, but how can we reduce these numbers where our white counterparts are surviving and we're dying?
Yeah.
So that's the big thing right now with the PrEP thing,
I wonder if that's another myth. If it was put into the black community to try to kill off our
It didn't hit us
I've
first.
heard that.
It didn't hit us first.
I know that.
So it couldn't have been put in our
But it was put. It didn't hit us first, but it was brought to us.
We can't blame that because I'm gonna tell you why we can't blame that. Because
We can't
some
blame the
people,
green monkey of Haiti either.
We can't. I don't know. I don't know. But
Him and that monkey.
it's like sometimes we got to take accountability for our promiscuous ways, right?
This is true.
But
So
that could be without education as well.
But then some things, it's given to you in sex education and all that.
Is it?
It's yeah.
Church finger.
Church finger. You get it. Go ahead.
I've been in sex ed, and what I see now, and when we sit and talk to these teens that even come to our job, the things that they said to us shocked me. And I'm a mom of 4, and it shocked me.
Too much in detail.
No, I can say what they said.
Right.
I'm sure they probably don't tune in. Half of them, they speak Spanish. But they... I'm not doing this with you.
Y'all, this is Tony's phone.
I am not doing this. But they were just talking about we always do an icebreaker. The icebreaker is we give you the professional terms: vagina, penis, oral sex. Let us know what you hear when we say that. Like, what do you call it? And even with oral, y'all know I gotta go this with oral sex because this shit just shocked the hell out of me. I can say shit. Yeah. Okay. So
Pandora, can we say shit?
We talked about oral sex, and they referred to oral sex as the Gulf 3000.
What the hell?
The Gulf 3000.
Let me get that Gulf 3000.
You
gotta go Gulf.
That's how many times they go up and down 3,000.
It's the noise.
My God.
I know I got the guap.
I'm about to say, you ain't get the Gulf.
I mean, I told you my cord ain't long enough. Sometimes my cord ain't
So
long
for
enough. Sometimes it depends on your
14 and 15-year-olds to say
Gulf
that,
3000.
I'm like, what in the super soaker? Because this sounds like a whole other situation.
But they call it the gawk.
Because that's the sound it makes.
That's a great way. If you ever hear
that noise
look,
when it hits your
when it hit your shit right here.
She got
You
me
know the
turned.
nickname for the beautiful.
Had that UV action.
See?
Well, look, I don't know, because personally, and I say this in my jokes, personally, I don't like that shit.
Why?
When you do the that means, like, when you do that, it's like you trying to get shit out your lungs. And then what if you got a cold?
No,
You
you
got
got
No, that's
I gotta
ain't
go
nothing coming
triage
from
and
your pee hole.
and my
You're
dick got the mask on because I got pneumonia in my pee hole and shit. You ain't tell me about the cold.
See, no.
The pee hole got
listen,
pneumonia,
it don't
dog.
even sound. Sometimes it don't even sound like that because I don't have no gag reflexes. But it
Damn!
don't always
Say
sound
you don't
like.
swallow that cup right now. You ain't got no. I want to see that shit go down your throat. All that. I want to see it.
Oh my
Anyway,
God.
Sometimes you don't always hear the actual gulp.
But you can feel that.
You can feel it. Yeah.
See, I told y'all I done been there in a couple of folks in my day too.
Oh
But
my.
where does it come? But hold on. Where does the 3,000 part come
That's
from?
what I'm
You
saying.
gotta do it 3,000
A whole
times.
nother level, because
I'm like,
we
if
were
she
just
doing
like,
this 3,000 times,
y'all
it
about
was-
14, 15 years old. What y'all know?
And they all were in agreement about the
Yeah.
Gulf 3000. So this
And
is
they
that
call
Gulf
a vagina the
On
torch.
Facebook, that's what it is.
They call it
The
Vagina
They
the
call the
torch.
vagina the torch. They say because it's fire, and I'm like, yeah, that's cute.
It's
I
gonna
get
give
it.
you fire.
But
Like a bit.
I don't
Right.
know that, but
Well,
It's gonna have fire
a
down
lot
there if you
more.
don't.
that's
But you
fine.
know, and the thing is, we've asked the kids, you know, what are you learning in health ed? And the thing is, it's pretty much like an afternoon, right? So they go in for this class, it lasts an hour. The teacher probably is uncomfortable,
Right.
and they walk away
sure.
not
Right.
knowing anything, and then asking their friends and trying to figure stuff out. Because we work with a team program,
Yes.
and one of the things that I learned recently is you ask them what the best method of birth control is. So they ask these kids that. No, they said it's the Plan B pill.
That's $50. We ain't got
And the
time.
thing is, what they don't know is if you're of a certain size, that pill's not gonna work for you.
Nope.
Like it diminishes I forget the weight
Yeah,
for
the
it.
efficacy of it.
You know, so they don't know that, but that's your method of birth control. And
Plan
again,
B.
Plan B,
I
and it
thought you were
shouldn't
gonna say
be.
the pull-out method. I didn't.
That's
I
what
would
thought he
accept
was
that
gonna
better
say.
than the Plan B method, but that's
Yeah.
just where their mind is, where it's just
But
like,
hold
oh,
on.
I can take this pill.
I disagree with that pull-out thing, right? I mean, I ain't saying I'm shooting in the gym, but it's like
He ain't shooting in the gym.
shooting in the gym. That's our term for busting
I
in there.
never
right?
heard nobody say
If we shooting
Okay,
in the gym,
I ain't never heard God 3,000, so we got a
You
point.
got a new one.
But the thing is like, because a woman could even get pregnant from your
Pre-cum,
semen.
yeah.
So it's like, okay, you done been in there, and when you about to go, and you pull out, but it was a lot of time
Hold
before
on,
you was
time.
about to go.
So
You know what I'm saying?
A woman not gonna get pregnant off your semen. She will get pregnant off your sperm. The semen is the fluid that surrounds the sperm.
But it could be like little stuff in there.
Little stuff.
I ain't shooting in the gym. I'm shooting on the blacktop. So I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm shooting.
You
I'm
know
shooting
what?
I'm shooting in the bag. I'm
Shoot in the bag.
Okay.
Shoot in the bag.
In the
I'm
bag.
shooting in the bag. All the way in the
Blacktop.
bag.
I
And I'm
ain't
putting it
no
out.
blacktop
But the
shot.
point is, forget the Plan B for I'd rather get pregnant than to get this HIV or AIDS.
right.
Like, I can do
Yeah.
a baby. I can't do that
Living
virus.
with a whole disease forever.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
not doing
I'd
that.
rather have a baby.
We're not doing that right there. And I don't want to take PrEP. But can you give us some more information? What are the side effects?
So that's a good thing, and Dee's gonna help me out with the side effects. I know one of the things that they talk about is with the kidneys, right? So it could affect your kidneys. Here's the thing, though, with PrEP, they test you every 3 months. So if they do see that something's going on with your kidneys, they'll pull you off that pill. In all the cases that has happened in, your kidneys go back to normal function. So nothing is damaged forever. So that's what I tell people. Because I was hesitant, I'll be honest. I'm a diabetic. So
Right. And you
for
always got
years
people-
and years and
Right.
years and years, I was hesitant about getting on PrEP. And I'm from Kentucky. So then I moved to DC, where the numbers are a lot different.
Yeah.
You know, things are higher. So I'm like, what are the things that I need to do to protect myself? Then I was like, you know
Nigga, your
what?
pain.
That is the most effective, but
We not doing
but
that.
occasionally
Right.
but occasionally I get a little distracted.
Trying to get that go.
So- but occasionally I get distracted. So what I did is I go to my doctor and then we run these tests because that's another form of protection is knowledge. So I'm going around thinking like, okay, this could affect me, could affect my kidneys, versus me going to the doctor and going, you know what, your kidneys are fine. We'll test you every 3 months. We'll monitor you. We're going to put you on this pill because of the risk factor. You always want to weigh your risk.
When you say nothing lasts forever, that's so true. A few years ago, I posted, every 28 days, your skin replaces itself. Your liver, every 5 months. Your bones, every 10 years. Your body makes these new cells from the food you eat. What you eat literally becomes you.
Absolutely.
So if you eating some dirty sperm, y'all, that ain't good protein. You know, it's good sperm is full of
You
protein.
gonna turn into a homeless person.
You gonna turn into that gray monkey.
Ooh, ah, ah!
But yes, so, and good thing. Being diabetic, a lot of things you can't take when you are
Absolutely,
diabetic.
absolutely.
Because also a lot of these pills have sugar in it.
Well, yeah, you just got to be careful. I mean, just foods in general, just being cautious. But I'm not a doctor, so I can't sit at home and go, you know what, I'm not going to do this, or I am going to do this. That's the importance of going to your doctor, getting your checkup, to run these tests, to ask the professionals, right? What's going on?
Because I need to take some of them pills I get from the gas station to my doctor.
Oh, the stay hards?
No, the Rhino 7000 from the
I know.
Stay hards, right?
You turning all kinds of
Like
angles.
a Rhino.
You might want to consider your heart health.
Okay.
Nah,
I heard those things
made
weren't
my
healthy.
It made your nose bleed?
Yeah, one of them made my nose
It made
bleed.
your blood pressure go up. That's why.
Your heart is
I'm not,
racing.
I had
You
to
was
tell a young
fitting to
lady,
die.
I'm not gonna have no
Forget
stroke
the
'cause
virus.
you want to come. You can go home. You go home and let me wipe this shit up.
I'm doing this with you.
I'm gonna put your ass home.
She gotta come too.
Yeah, she ain't go. If my nose gotta bleed, I'm older. I'm diabetic. You know, my testosterone ain't where it was when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? I be going.
Oh my God, Tony.
When I get one of the Rhino 7000,
Come get some of that dog 3000.
Right.
Which brings to another point. I want to add to
Bring
that.
it back in. So,
If you're having sex with somebody, and this is the things that we always talk to the teens and youth that we're working with, I don't care how far along you are. If the minute you start to feel uncomfortable, then it's okay to go, you know what, I'm out of here. Or if you want him to wear a condom and you guys discuss safe sex, and he decides, you know what, I don't want to wear a condom, it's okay for you to go, you know what, I'm out of here. And a lot of girls that I'm working with, they feel like, well, I don't want to hurt his feelings, or we came this far. I don't want to be a tease. I don't want to give him blue balls. But you know what? This is your health. This is your life. You know.
tell you
Right, there you go.
Right, you need self-preservation. I mean, they thought process fucked up.
But that's the
I
thing.
tell her to go home with my nose bleed. Like, but you can go.
And I think what happens in our community is those numbers. Remember that class we took where the African American girls, like, our numbers are affected because of that.
Oh my God.
I like him. I need him to do this. So whatever he wants to do with my body, I'm going to give in to. And I think these are young women that we're dealing with. These are teens that we're dealing with.
It's about knowing your barriers.
Yeah.
Know your barriers. And one of the barriers, especially with young women, is their self-esteem.
Yep.
They not getting the love, or what they think is love. They seek it in other places, in other ways.
Seems like you're ready.
Ooh.
Girl,
Don't be singing no R. Kelly up in here.
Not in here.
They 12 to 15, I
Which
guess
brings me
so.
to another
They in
point.
his
There's a
age
school
range.
that I don't want to name, but in the month of January, this school had 10 girls that were pregnant. This is the
Damn.
whole school in the
I
month
feel
of
like I went to
January.
that high school.
And the issue is, a really alarming issue is, all the babies' fathers were over the age of 25.
That's dirty as shit.
Wow.
So you're dealing with these girls that don't know much. They probably think they know everything, right?
Exactly.
Dealing with the older guy that can run games around your head, or buy you some cute shoes, buy you some bundles, buy you some nails,
Right.
pick you up from school. You thinking you Beyonce. Meanwhile,
But
he's
they not
running.
you.
There you
Sexual
go.
predator.
I'm already with
And meanwhile, they're running around doing God knows what. You ended up pregnant. You ended up with a disease. That's the thing. Like, you know your barriers. You know what you need to do. You know, tell yourself to say no. Love yourself enough to know what's good for you.
is it? So because you guys, is this a nonprofit or is it?
Yes.
Yes. It's not
Okay,
hard.
you guys have a nonprofit organization. I feel like, is there a way that you go to schools and you work in the community already? Is there a way that you can try to get the schools to have an actual class that teaches sex ed on another level? Not the way we were taught.
Right.
Clearly, we didn't get
Right.
They
I
need
say
somebody like me
always.
to
So yeah,
teach
that's
the
what
class.
we're trying to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real with them. I'm like this. You keep on out here have unprotected sex, you gonna get a bump somewhere, or
That's
you
what my
gonna get.
grandmama told
And
me.
that's actually
kept me
that's
from.
actually nice, because I go deeper than that.
Oh, I'm just trying to
I
be
don't
clean
I
for the
don't
show.
I don't do that to them. I'm a strong believer, and I was a teen mom. My
Right.
son be 18 in August.
Congratulations.
Oh,
Thank
y'all
you.
babies.
But
Y'all babies.
right, but he but with dealing with them, they swear that they know so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't give it to them like mommy is already giving it to them because they're not giving it to them. So I'll be honest, like if Keisha does, of course we do the STI testing as well. So they're starting to call it, what is it, the triple dip?
The triple dip.
So you swab them out. But let me tell you, you swab them out if that's where you're having sexual activities. You urinate or get the vaginal or penile area, and that too. Because if you go to the doctors and you get STI testing and you only make them believe it's only a general genital area, that's all they're going to test. But if they do the rectum and the mouth where you are having sex at, believe it or not, all those STIs will show up in each source.
See, I've always got an actual blood test.
Yeah.
And the blood test, they always would check for herpes and HIV.
Do they do syphilis?
Yes, they do it. Oh, every time I go, I say, just check
that's
on
very
every box.
And that's
you
rare.
have to special request.
Oh,
Yes.
I get
those
it
things.
all.
And a lot of
that's
people don't.
only
They're just going to
related.
give you a basic panel.
Yes.
They're not going to check for syphilis. They're not going to check for herpes because they require extensive tests.
Exactly. So they'll do a
I feel
comprehensive
drained. By the
STI
time
test.
I'm done giving blood, I feel like I'm drained and about to die. That's how much they
But
have
that's
to take from
thorough.
me.
That's thorough.
Good. You on top of it.
And people don't.
I got kids.
But
I got certain things that I like to do, right?
What you like to do, Tom?
I know. Tell us
Like
what you
I
like to
like
do.
come in a woman hair.
Hair?
Hair or ears?
Ear.
He want to come in.
Wow.
I just like it. And then when she
You
lay
want her to hear you
Damn
coming.
fool.
yeah, hit me coming. And then when she
You
sit
worked
like
in
this and it
ears,
drip out her
nose, and
ear, I
throat?
like that. So
What
I'm
kind of
fucking
STI
with y'all.
testing
my
is with
God.
ears, nose, and
Right.
throat?
So she need to go see an ENT. Fuck with me.
Clearly, yeah.
You got me.
Okay, shit. I'm in that motherfucker ear like
Tony
this.
is
Can you hear me
fine.
now?
Trying to get that real break. Can you hear me now?
But
You
yeah,
go through the
no.
motion and you pull out and shoot in the ear.
Yeah, like this.
But what is that going to do?
I don't know. It
It's
just
just going to puddle up.
yeah.
I had it
You
happen
gonna
on
give her
accident.
ear?
I don't like that. I can't hear no more. And then it's sometimes be
But
thick,
it's some
so-
shit that like it. That's why I told you gotta do that shit like this when you got the
Oh my
ear.
God.
They want to be careful with that ear. That ear is serious.
Sensitive.
It is.
They don't
Yeah.
play with that ear.
Let me tell you something. The
Oh,
next
I
day,
I've been in ears.
She going deaf for
then the
dick.
next day your ear, your
Deaf
throat,
for dick.
Everything that we heard.
Yeah,
Yes.
you like, I thought it just went in my ear. No, it went through your ear, down here. Now you got thyroid issues.
See,
It just be too
it
much.
fucks your whole
Man, I
life
just
up.
can't do nothing now.
You just need to stay
Leave
on
the
the
ears
black
alone.
Leave the ears alone.
And the belly button, I love belly
Oh
button
God,
sex.
no.
Belly, she got to clean it out with a little swab, little
Do the belly
belly
button, but
button.
not the
'Cause
ear.
Yeah.
Some chicks got the big stomach with the joints with the wrinkles in it. And it's like a butt if you lay on the side and you lower
True
her.
stories.
You can get that
What the hell?
Why he make me think of my belly button?
I just grabbed
I'm playing, y'all. I'm just
Okay.
playing. Go ahead, let's get back serious.
You didn't got a whole
We're not
lot of
yucking
people
your
listening
yum,
to
though.
that.
There you go.
He said he
That's
in
what
the
we call
belly.
it. What,
Right.
the stomach 3,000
He
or
came in
something?
the
Stomach 3,000.
Stomach, gut,
Belly
butt,
roll
3,000.
3,000.
Hello, I'm with it. You named it.
Oh.
But yeah, so with the back to the youth with them, I'm very straightforward. If we do a throat swab, they give us 10 million reasons. No, don't put that back there. And
They
me
put
and
that thing
Keisha,
upside
they be
down.
like,
No,
did you say that when the
going
dick went in your throat?
Yeah.
It's not the same.
I know you're gonna let me put this little swab.
Just exhale when you put it back there. Now
You put that dick back
Hold on,
there.
time out.
Shut up. We talking
No,
about.
no,
I do. I'm
She's
a woman's health coach
Yeah.
certified. That's why I know.
Yes, I love that.
I'm good at what I do now.
Put the camera on her right here. Fellas, if your girl ain't acting right, send her over her.
I do classes too. Absolutely.
See? Oh yeah, we gonna
But
talk.
but when you do the throat swab, it's a long Q-tip, and I
Yep.
feel like they should know because their throat be hurting sometimes.
And they don't gag.
Like me.
Oh.
That's
So,
why. That's
if
how
we
you
My
shut up.
technique, I make sure that they don't.
Good.
I have a little technique.
And you tell them to exhale when you.
No, I tell them to open up.
Say I like you,
you
did when
taking
that
that
dick went
piece
back
back there, you
there.
gonna take your swab.
Yeah, and juggle on the balls and everything. If you can do all of that, you can take this.
Terrible.
Because this going to tell us some things. And sometimes they come back positive.
So how often do you get, if on a percentage, how often do you get a positive HIV or where it shows that there are some things floating around, like you said?
It has been a season. Because we are another
Wow.
facility that is a form of linkage to care. So other organizations will send patients to us for linkage to care. So once they may get a test, because they, you got other places that do instant testing and things. After they do it, they send it to us to confirm.
it.
And then set up care.
So here's my other thing. Oftentimes people will perform oral sex, cunnilingus and fellatio. Like you say, you
I know what that means. You ain't using no big word that time.
But they may still put on a condom, and it's not always to protect from having a baby, but it's to protect from STIs and STDs.
Exactly.
But then you just performed oral sex without any barrier right there.
Yep.
That makes no sense.
And that's what they don't understand.
Hold on now. I get the disease part because it could carry in the mouth, right?
Right.
In the throat, no, or any open orifice. You got anybody can carry, right? But like, they put the rubber on behind that. I'm speak for myself.
Okay.
Right.
We know.
Because I gotta speak for myself. I'm gonna put the rubber on because I think I'm more scared of child support than I am HIV.
Oh, gee. Well, y'all fellas better listen up and use his method.
Okay.
I'm more scared of child support than HIV because, child support, I might have to pay that shit for like 20 years. I catch AIDS, I might get a good 7 years left before I get all skinny and shit. Fuck that. I'm going to be in pain more longer.
But no, you won't live forever.
Right.
With HIV.
Oh, believe I don't got Magic Johnson money. I probably be there.
You don't have
days.
That's what she's saying. You don't have to.
That's a myth. Yeah.
When you educated on after you get the virus, if you have the proper education, then these people are here to tell you ain't gotta die tomorrow.
No, you just gotta be compliant.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I want y'all to talk to the youngins about this too, right? Because I was looking on Google for research for a joke, and y'all know they got an STD mingles, right?
I'm sorry, what happened?
STD mingles, like Christian mingles and all that shit. They got an STD.
So if you got herpes, kicking it in the
you
herpes group.
You put it. Look it up right now if you think I'm bullshit. If you want, like, say if I wanted a chick in Gatesburg with herpes, about $27.
Who wants that?
You see it? It's coming up, right?
It's stdmingle.com.
It's not no bullshit.
So, because, if you have an STD and I have an STD,
and I'm like this,
I go on there and be like, okay, we going there.
And we like this. I'm like this. She already got that little bump, and she ain't
I'm
got
sorry,
AIDS.
you guys.
Oh my God. That is wild.
I did the research. People always thought I was bullshit, and when I said that, and that shit is real, man.
It's real, everybody.
I went on there and
my
did my joke. No lie, if you want a chick with herpes and she on her profile picture with a little crusted junk right there.
I will
Wait,
not.
no.
We need to be calling the CDC. This is not
right.
Hold on, don't call the CDC. They did it.
Okay.
Don't call.
I was doing research for a joke.
I'm one of them.
No bullshit.
You just stumbled upon it, huh? STD
not
healthy.
That's not healthy. Well, the thing about herpes is, unless you got an outbreak, you can't give it to nobody else.
Oh, no.
And it don't go nowhere.
Nope.
So you get
It's
outbreaks
just dormant.
periodically.
Yep.
And they go away. Then it's like, well, hey,
come again.
yeah.
Herpes is funny. Because you can get an outbreak
Right.
and may not get another one for 2 years.
Yep.
Right.
Or
You
longer.
got some people who get them every other month. It
Right.
just depends. They might be stressed and get it. It just,
Yeah.
it just depends.
But that is ridiculous.
So I have another
But y'all
question.
put that on, y'all add
how
that
long-
to y'all little group thing and let them kids
No,
know.
We're not
I
going to
am-
tell them
I
about
am-
STD mingles.
No, but what I'm saying is you
We're going to
guys
have a
like
conversation about this in
educated.
our office.
Okay, well, no, okay. See how the comedian comes
Thank
with
you.
education and knowledge and
You
shit.
are so acknowledged.
So the last question I have, because I feel like all of that segues into, because you deal with the youth a lot, and they are very much uneducated.
Yeah.
And I can remember from when I was in school to now how much I thought I knew then, but I had no clue. This was almost 20 years ago, and that was like all the things I know now. I wish I had known them, but it's the process
Same
of
here.
life. You have to appreciate that. So now the thing is, how long do you date a person before having unprotected sex? I feel like that comes with communication. But y'all
For
give it time.
me, that is so difficult. I just celebrated 10 years of marriage.
Congratulations.
So thank you. And we had our first extremely young, so he wasn't even dating.
But y'all stay together though.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. So I don't know. Well, I can speak probably from my friend's standpoint. Some of them date people for a couple of weeks. They go off of their emotion. If they aroused, if they're ready, then they go in on it, and they feel like they adult enough They can handle the consequence that come behind it if it is one. As a female that is in tuned in sex emotionally, for me, if it's going to be one of those, it is what it is and that's it, I can't do that off the breaks. I have to build that up because some women can say they can handle it, and then when you have sex and that guy don't want everything with it, it's like, oh, but I'm already in it. No, it's just us having sex. But that wasn't clarified across the board. So everybody not built to have casual sex.
And my thing is, I don't necessarily look at it as a timeline. I look at it as a communication thing. So if I'm going to have raw sex with you that night or unprotected sex with you that night, if I'm safe enough or feel comfortable enough to do that with you, then I should be able to go, hey, what do you have? You got an STD? You got HIV? And somebody said, what if they lied to you? If I'm about to have raw sex with you and I am fearful that you're going to lie to me, that should be a red flag to go. I should not be doing it. All those things are.
I don't want the green monkey.
Let me choose.
But I feel like you should just go. How about make that a date? I mean, I've done that.
Yeah.
Like we went on a date, got tested together. Went to the grocery store, went to the movie.
Amen.
And then it's like, oh, we getting it in there because I knew.
Because you calm now.
Say that thing.
You know what? I used to date at the clinic. I did. I used to get my drink and sit by the receptionist, right? And I walk up on the chick and be like, hey, shorty, you been back there yet? And she's like, no, I'm like, all right. Well,
Moving along.
right. Because if you come out that room crying and shit, I can't fuck with you.
Right.
Because you ain't crying when you know they got a cure for something.
Yeah.
Because I can meet a chick that
I was about to say, because you could get gonorrhea, chlamydia, and be crying.
And that could be the end of the world.
He already knew that to me.
And this is how the situation changes for me. When I holler at them, I'm like, well, what they say? Okay, let me see your paper.
Your paperwork.
Yeah, so,
We're yours.
So it's right here.
He already got it.
Because I'm good. So I'm like, okay, you got gonorrhea, don't cry. Wipe my fucking tears. But you learned your lesson, though. Okay, so when I'm amoxicillin, whatever they want.
Not penicillin.
One of the ceilings, once they give you one of the ceilings, you learned your lesson. When that shit clear, give me a call.
But hold on, after they get that antibiotic, they're gonna have to worry about that booty itching and that candida overgrowth and that yeast infection. So it's gonna be
something else.
Hello.
So then it's gonna be a period of time they still can't wait because then now their booty
booty
throwing up looking like
that yeast.
Thank you. So now they gotta get that fluking.
But that's fine. She can wait with that. She can wait with that. When she get the biscuits and she put them in the oven, shave all that biscuit dough off. I'm good with it. We can get back at it. It's just a 30-day wait period. We dating. You know what I'm saying?
So you can wait that long.
I can wait that long. Because
you know it's clean.
Oh, so you gonna go somewhere else?
No, I ain't
Yeah, he gonna go.
I didn't say
go
nothing.
get the Gulf Ball 3,000.
Okay.
I didn't say nothing.
But look, since we talking about gonorrhea, since we talking about gonorrhea, chlamydia, one thing I want to put out there about the area we in, y'all, we are number 1 in the country for new chlamydia cases and gonorrhea cases.
Yep.
But that's the youngest, though.
No, that's everybody.
No. That's your giant cashier bringing up your grapes. That's the granddaddy at the juke joint with the fanny pack. That's a lot of people.
That's 1 in 5 people at the fish market.
Yeah.
At
You
Sunbrook.
dancing and sweating.
At lunch.
Like, why am I getting this
So
rash
the issue
on my
with that
cheek?
is DC too small to be number 1
Yeah.
in the country.
No, it's not. It makes sense.
And Maryland is number 2.
It makes sense because DC's so small, right? And people normally
Everybody
do things.
fucking everybody.
Right.
They
People
are.
normally do things within their community, right? So it's like, just like I'm a Southeast dude. If I met a chick uptown, and you know what I'm saying, we still in the same city. You see what I'm saying? So I can run uptown, run to Southwest, run to Northeast, and then I come back home because I got something in Southeast at home. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that shit is like moving through the city.
And
then
carrying it over to PG County when they get on the train.
Yeah.
When they get on the green line and shit, and they meet on Naylor Road.
So
like,
train.
You know
That's
they
what I
need to
call
do
it.
a movie like that. Like I said, the movie Outbreak, they need to do a movie based off DC. The white people could do it. They take everything else from us. Anyway,
Look.
they could do a movie about that, how a STD could just travel in
Yeah.
this
Through one
city
person.
alone. Through one person. Through this
One
city
person.
alone. That mess will be, I sit in the house, so I just forget it. I'm done.
I get one of them whole little condom outfit, just like so I can breathe.
Or you get one of them, some type of detector, where a person come in your house, let me see what you got.
Let me
walk.
Let me walk. Like, you know when you was bringing that shit over, you get out my house.
Take that shit over there where you came from.
That's, y'all,
the numbers are alarming.
I feel like both the youth and adults need to be more educated with what's going on, because a lot of people are having unprotected sex, and sometimes not even just the genital sex, but like you say, oral sex, and it's like
ear sex. What you call it?
You get on my
nerves. ENT
sex. You can't just hop in the car, sis, and lean over and give your man head. You gotta get his paperwork.
You got to get the paperwork.
You gotta get that, because then you have a lot of MSMs. So you got the menace sex men, and they don't.
Gay. Just say
no. They don't say that.
See, terms are sensitive.
Okay. They playing games with they getting technical.
They getting boy booty, but it's not gay. Okay, you do.
There you go.
You choose that, and that's how supposedly
you gotta watch like certain stuff
from.
that you say.
And that's what they're saying. When it was blood transfusions, it was a lot of things that drugs coming over here. It wasn't necessarily that, but then that came into play.
Passing it on to their babies when they were giving birth.
People coming from different countries and come here with it. So it's like it's so many different avenues of where it came, but it's like why our community can't work on keeping it prevented. Like even if you in love with somebody that got HIV, everybody don't like PrEP. I'm not against PrEP. I don't take it, but it's a source. It's there.
Right.
If I'm in love with you before I knew that this happened with you, but I desperately love you and I look past that, I should be on PrEP.
I should. Yes.
And they say that should Cookie be on PrEP? They're asking these questions.
Yeah, and they should want if me and you was in love and I was sick.
Yeah.
And you say, all right, well, you sick, fuck, I'm still fuck with you.
Right.
Just because you sick, fuck, I got shit going on with me.
Right.
And you take the pill. And as a man, and if I feel like that to you, and I'm like, and we just found out on some humble shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, damn, either I'm gonna strap up, and you gonna take that pill, because we're gonna be extra safe now. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's gonna protect both of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because
and she can get pregnant.
Yeah,
she have a baby healthy.
To start your baby already off.
But then, so now you can use a condom and that thing break. Then it's like, whoa, and you don't know till you pull out.
Oh, let me stop you right there. A man know when that condom break, right? Because it's like, okay, just imagine you walking outside with a poncho on, right? And the next thing you know, the poncho just get ripped off you. You gonna feel that rain.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of time,
y'all just keep going.
I ain't gonna tell
y'all keep right. Give it to us. Tell us.
When you get that little tear, right? Pop, you feel it. You
What's
go.
the ball tear?
Y'all missing this motion. Give us that motion, Tony. I know that's
right. See, I told you the cord is good enough, but it
ain't that long, but it's there.
But it's good enough.
All right.
So, but when it pop, a lot of times we can feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we know, like, God damn, it's super wet.
And it's extra.
And then we like this the whole time. Y'all looking that way. We right. Oh shit. But she ain't say stop. Fuck it. I'm gonna keep going. Bop, 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 bop.
Oh my God.
But see, so that's what I'm saying. So if the condom breaks,
right,
and somebody got that virus,
damn,
or clap, or whatever it is that they may have, at that point, all bets are off. Everybody's short. You may not get pregnant, but you got whatever was there.
And that's the reason why I do encourage PrEP, because PrEP will prevent the HIV. It does not prevent gonorrhea, syphilis, chlamydia, or herpes. Right. Because again, it's not a disease. It's just an infection. It's treatable.
Right.
But it will prevent a person from getting HIV. Typical side effects: maybe a little bit of anxiety, maybe a little headache, maybe this, and that's only within the first weeks of being put on. And I've only heard people experience that maybe within like the first weeks or the first 7 days.
Because it's the transition.
There you go. And it's one pill every day.
My thing is for the women who have children and kiss their children in the mouth.
Say it again.
And they may have, for the women who have children, kiss their children in the mouth, and they may have multiple sex partners. You can't keep kissing them babies in their mouth.
They do.
Give them the forehead jump.
And I got one part that I don't. I be like, ooh.
All the time. Yes, I had to stop. I started letting my children, because they be coming up with them, and it's hard. As a mother, it's hard.
So hard.
It's so hard. But you gotta realize, like,
You done sucked all that dick
I
last
pour
night.
it,
Daddy,
man.
girl,
Don't kiss your
night.
baby.
When you get your mouth real
Let me know.
juicy, and it be like all over your face, you like, wait a minute.
You said your mouth.
Be
You
just,
know what? I'm gonna go ahead and
it be dripping down your chin. Anyway.
The Gulp
The Gulp,
3000.
girl, that's the Gulp 5,000. That's the 2019 right there.
And it's all right here. What the fuck? I ain't never had no
Little
over
dick
here.
juice.
Oh, it
Just
be
a little
all
dick
right
juice.
here. That's why it's dripping down your arm when you giving them the two
Yeah,
hands.
You'll be
Anyway.
dehydrated when you finish. Shit. That's a lot of moisture you done lost.
Hold on, you know we eat crabs and how your lip feel after you eat crabs. That's how your lip feel, because you don't, you know you went there when you did that.
That was just
Fortunate to be
little
against some
dog.
TV show to me. I done learned a lot about it.
Anywho, y'all, I'm gonna go around the table so that you all can tell our audience where we can find you, where this place is, so people can go, and that they really need to follow you guys so that they can get right.
Got you. Well, we're at the Georgia Avenue Clinic, so this is Ron Thurman, the outreach coordinator. So you can find us 3912 Georgia Avenue Northwest. Come on in, get your SCI testing, or even if you're just interested about PrEP. I don't have my work number memorized. No. But even if you have a question about
But we
PrEP,
can get the pills to you in
we
24
can in 24 hours. But let's say
They got DoorDash or some shit like that.
Yeah.
we actually will. We will have it delivered.
Teleprep.
We will have it delivered to you. But you can reach my cell number 202-809-3361 or email me at athurman, THURMAN, at marycenter.org. Just say I got some questions about PrEP and ask away. Nothing off topic.
And even if you want to get tested confidentially, don't want everybody to know, you can reach out to us as well. And in some cases, we might can come to you.
Tony, tell us where we can find you.
Oh, you can find me getting them PrEP pills. When I want that. It's like, nah. I got a Father's Day show coming up at the Comfort Inn over there in Largo, and I want to shout out to both of my sons. One just graduated from Lincoln University.
That's
Yes.
Then I got my little man graduating, June the 3rd from high school, and you know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to put out the positive energy and the information that y'all share with them. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
One thing I want to end on is for the audience, you guys know your social network, please. And what I mean by social network, know the people that you're having sex with, who they had sex with, and who that person had sex with, so we can kind of diminish.
Narrow down, right,
That's hard. Ain't nobody really took giving that up. I ain't gonna
Right,
tell
they
the
don't like to
truth,
have
it's
those tough conversations. It's a tough conversation, but it's a needed conversation.
And this is Miss D. Again, as Aram mentioned, I'm also within the Georgia Avenue location. I'm in every location if I need to be. A good contact number for me would be 202-768-0025. And all I can pretty much say is I'm a real big stickler about loyalty, honesty, being 100% authentic, no replicas. If she's your friend and she's teaching you how to secure your bag, she would teach you how to secure your purse, which lies in between the love below. So she would talk to you, help you understand how to stay protected, how you should be out here and knowing who you're dealing with, intimate, and all of the above. So thank you guys.
Social media. Do you guys have social media?
For Mary Center or for ourselves?
All of the above.
For me,
Mary
yes.
Center, we do.
I don't really post.
As our relation to Mary Center, our department, unfortunately, we do not have social media.
Okay.
But Mary Center in a whole does have social media. So you can certainly, do you have that?
I don't have that. So.
Okay, how about this?
Google.
We have an email.
Google everything else. Google
Yeah.
Murray Center.
We'll post it. Yeah.
And you can
And
call
Keisha
me.
Lips. She got Keisha Lips at
You get on my nerve.
Keisha's
Guac Guac 3000.
Shut
If you
up.
want to learn more about
Crazy.
Simona, where can we find you?
I'm on Instagram, all eyes 213. Also, I have sunglass line, Too Shady Sunglasses on Instagram, and Simona Moody on Facebook.
And y'all can find me every Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. Organically Sexy my radio show, and also here at the Chyna Pink Show. Stop it. My Instagram is Organically Sexy. My website, organicallysexylife.com. And India Janae. Janae spelled Jnai. I want to make sure you guys come out June 29th to the Chyna Pink, the ladies of the Chyna Pink Talk Show's Appreciation Cookout.
Yeah.
Hosted by the Lounge Boys, right? Okay.
Yes, we were with them yesterday.
It's completely free. We're going to have food.
We have over 25
Y'all need
vendors.
HIV testing?
Do we have room for them to come do tests on site?
They got the little package.
Y'all can do tests on site.
Yes, we can.
And hold up. You want watch this. Make that be a requirement to get in your cookout.
Oh, hey, it's gonna be empty.
Exactly. That's right there. That's why the shit can't be right there. They swab and lips and shit. Fuck that. I can go to Popeyes and I'm home anyway.
Oh my God.
Simona, when is the pool party so I can tell you?
I think it's July the 13th. Yeah.
In Southeast where?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Okay, so we also having a pool party July 13th. We will give you more information on that. But until next Sunday, thank you all for tuning in, and thank you guys so much. We have to have y'all back. We have to have y'all back.
We all learn from each other.
Yes, y'all. Please get tested. No more Gawk 3000 until you get that test 4,000.
I'm with that.
Yeah, like until next week, y'all. We love you.
Be easy.
Bye.
Oh, there you go.
At the end.